everyone, and welcome to Milano Men's Fashion Week, hosted by Camera della Moda. And I am your host today for a conversation on migrants in Italy. I am here with Chris Richmond, NZ. He is the founder and CEO of Migrants, the most widely used educational app for refugees and asylum seekers in Italy. I'm so delighted to have you here with us, Chris. Just to start off with, can you tell us a little bit more about your app and what compelled you to launch it?
Well, Migrants, it's a training and assessment platform for refugees and asylum seekers based on microlearning. I decided to build this platform after my professional experience. So back in 2010, I started working as a data scientist analyst for a private agency of the European Commission. And in the same year, we had the so-called Arab Spring. So since then, immigration has become the mega trend, especially here in Europe. And there were no, let's say, far-reaching solution to support both immigrants and host communities. And in those 5 years working for the agency, I learned a lot about the value of data and how we could, use the data for a social purpose. So that's why I decided to resign and to build Migrants. And the goal is to support both immigrants and host communities.
So you mentioned the Arab Spring, but I'm wondering if you can kind of talk a little bit about some of the forces that are driving migration globally and what barriers exist to better employment and opportunities for migrants.
Well, this is a complex topic and issue, but let's try to be short. First of all, there are some natural and let's say some artificial push and pull factors. Let's say the first one, we call it human insecurity. So this is more complex, but we can divide this human insecurity into 7 different aspects. So economic insecurity is the first one. Political insecurity is another one. Personal insecurity and community insecurity. So the family and the city or the neighborhood, but also environment insecurity and food and health insecurity. So those are the 7 main factors, and all of them have one topic in common: corruption. So those are, let's say, the push and the pull factors. Yeah.
Gotcha. And it is a complex issue, but let's pivot to fashion. What can the industry be doing to bring more migrants into the industry specifically?
Well, personally, I see fashion industry equal to expensive. It would be nice to see and to perceive the industry as accessible. So this is something important according to me. And I see that the industry continues to be influenced more and more by African and Asian or Southern American culture. And I would like to see more and more matching between, fashion industry and changemakers, artists, because this could generate some more innovation, creativity, and why not be more competitive on the market. So this is what I expect starting from 2021.
The last thing I want to ask you is there's been a really big conversation in fashion about racial inclusion. How do migrants fit into that conversation, and how could the industry be doing more to include migrants in that conversation?
Well, we continue to divide asylum seekers and refugees from economic immigrants. And I believe that we need to highlight, the best part of both, including the fact that immigrants in general represent 3.5% of the world population, but produce more than 10% of the global GDP. But I believe that knowledge is the key to solve this problem. And learn a lot and more about past experiences, according to me, and also personal experiences and skills. So this is the solution, and giving the opportunity to anyone to express and to be more competitive and to be involved into private and public activities could be the solution. Listen more, talk less, and try to have a wider consciousness and knowledge about specific topics.
Chris, thank you so much for helping us understand this incredibly complex but important issue. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for hosting me. Thank you for your time. Good luck.